The Entrepreneur: How to Run a Business Successfully. A book written by Olusoji Oyaoye, narrated and produced by Onimisi Adaba for 123 Communications Limited. Do you have any idea or dream? Will you achieve it in your lifetime? I'm certain that you desire to, but would you actually do it? Most people have dreams, and some can even describe it in great details and with enthusiasm. Some are reluctant to discuss it and indeed uncomfortable to say it out loud. However, many people seek a clear path to their dreams. Just like John C. Maxwell noted, quote, "What these people possess are vague notions that there is something they would like to do someday, or someone they would like to become, but they don't know how to get there." End quote. Everyone is created for a particular purpose, and God wants us to dream. Dreams are renewable, no matter your age or condition. There are always untapped possibilities within us, and new ideas waiting to be born. Consequently, it is never too late to pursue your dream. Many wrongly conclude that they can't be entrepreneurs because they can't create something new. The truth is that most entrepreneurs really also never create anything new. They leverage on ideas, taking what already exists, creatively making it better, and thus adding value. The late Steve Jobs, for example, did not create anything entirely new. He merely creatively added value to the internet and computers, which were existing inventions, to create Apple products and its related applications that have since changed the world. Like John Mason said, quote, "Most people are born original, but die as copies." End quote. It is my hope that this book, The Entrepreneur, would encourage you to live your dreams and be an original who adds transformational value. According to Peter Baskerville and Dr. Neil Flanagan, quote, "The entrepreneurial skill set will afford success in many fields of human endeavor. However, the entrepreneur is drawn to the world of business and commerce. We believe that this is because their great desire for independence, their love for a competitive environment, the business world's reward for objectivity over subjectivity, and the fact that excelling at this core societal realm makes the greatest use of their talent." End quote. Entrepreneurs become what they are for several reasons. Many, depending on the person, have a genuine passion to innovate and/or create something of value for self or society. Some choose to do so to avoid politics in offices or discrimination, perceived or real, exploitation, or a genuine desire to take charge of their own life. People also become entrepreneurs in the face of biting unemployment or underemployment. When an individual cannot find work, he or she may see starting a business as a suitable alternative and a good way to ensure job security. Well, their diligence for work is put to test by their customers. Hopefully, the customers will not withdraw because of their poor service. True entrepreneurs generally exhibit traits of extroversion and are prone to risk-taking. Schumpeter in 1934 said, quote, "The capabilities of innovating, introducing new technologies, increasing efficiency and productivity, or generating new products or services are characteristics of entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are catalysts for economic change. Research has found entrepreneurs to be highly creative with a tendency to imagine new solutions by finding opportunities for profit or reward. This is a complexity and lack of cohesion between research studies that explore the characteristics and personality traits of and influences on the entrepreneur. Most studies, however, agree that there are certain entrepreneurial traits and environmental influences that tend to be consistent. Although certain entrepreneurial traits are required, entrepreneurial behaviors are dynamic and influenced and/or enhanced by environmental factors. There's a growing body of work that shows that entrepreneurial behavior is dependent on social and economic factors." End quote. The entrepreneur is primarily driven by an idea, and the chapter on idea in this book is devoted to what an idea is all about. Leke Alder, in a recent paper, differentiated an idea from having an idea about an idea. He said, quote, "An idea about an idea is a notion. Though every idea starts as an idea about an idea, the carrier cannot be credited with the idea until there is credible implementation of the idea." End quote. There will be obstacles on the path of implementation. Simply fall back on creativity to work out solutions to overcome the challenges. Perseverance is key in this process. Resource Intermediaries Limited that I co-founded in 2006 did not break even until 2010. In those 4 years, I learned from several business life-threatening experiences what not to do and how to navigate through the rough entrepreneurial terrain, particularly in a country like Nigeria. Like Alex Oko, one of my mentors, who is also my chairman, would say, quote, "Thank God we could afford the cost of those experiences because experiences are costly." End quote. Many businesses go down when confronted literally with experiences they could not pay for. There are lots of opportunities for small and medium-scale enterprises. They are the engine of any economy, creating employment and wealth. Entrepreneurial spirits drive innovation and competition, and they usually have low-level entry and moderate running costs. Above all, they impact communities directly. Dr. Patu Tomi in 2008 granted an interview to the Punch newspaper, and he said, quote, "The future of the Nigerian economy cannot be solely determined by the performances of the bigger companies. The future of Nigeria lies in the development of small and medium-scale enterprises." End quote. Despite these benefits, many are reluctant to go into entrepreneurial business because of challenges such as access to capital, high rate of enterprise mortality, restricted market access, and lack of enabling environment. The opportunities, however, outweigh the challenges, and I will share in this book my experience on how to overcome or at least mitigate some of these challenges. I have observed, though, that some of the challenges are brought about purely by the entrepreneur's lack of financial discipline, inadequate management skills, and minimized entrepreneurial capacity. The way we think is conditioned by our life experiences. If we've spent our life in a classroom, we tend to think as a student or teacher. If we've spent our work life as an employee, we tend to think as an employee. Many new entrepreneurs talk the talk of the entrepreneur, but their thinking is still grounded in their life as an employee. This can be deadly to their goals and aspirations. This book, The Entrepreneur, will attempt to address how to birth an idea, the characteristics of an entrepreneur, plus issues like the true purpose of a business and the right type of people needed to accomplish a business plan. It will also cover a bit of financial statements for non-accountants, deal with the myth of capital or lack of it, and the significance of cash flow over profitability in business. It will not be complete, though, without looking at the significance of performance management systems, leadership, a typical business plan, and work-life balance issues for ultimate business health and stakeholders' fulfillment. Ultimately, though, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away, as espoused by Joy J. Gulliver. Until one discovers what he or she is particularly good at and pursues that gifting, using it for the benefit of society, one is not likely to be a fulfilled entrepreneur. Unfortunately, only you can come to that discovery. No one can find it for you.